Bring your feet hip width apart, so your hips as in where the hip bones are, so normally a bit kind of closer together than we think. Pick all 10 toes up, spread them out, lower them down. Pick them up, spread them out, lower them down. We're going to use the breath with this. Inhale through the nose, exhale through a straw, growing tall as you do. You've got a puppet string on your head. As you exhale, the puppet string pulls. We're creating length in the girdle of strength here. The girdle of strength in the powerhouse is the space between the ribs and the hips, where the only bone is your lower back. So we're creating length and we're starting to engage through the core. All right, soft knees, little bend in the knees. Take soft knees as often as you can. If you find yourself standing and you're jamming into any hypermobility or into the back of the legs, just remember those soft knees. We think those soft knees. And now we're going to think about our foot centers. So the triangle under our foot, first foot center under the ball of the big toe, second foot center under the ball of the fourth and fifth, third on the heel. Together they make a triangle. So soft knees, pick those toes up, spread them out, lower them down, and just notice rock back and forth. And side to side. And then grow tall, relax down, and just notice where you're landing. And just start to become aware of where you're placing your weight, where you're spreading your weight. So we can become more aware of it and hopefully start to balance things out. All right, hands onto the hips. Bend those knees, little pelvic curl. So we call the pubic bone, the front of the pelvis, the front bolt. The back of the pelvis, the back bolt. So if you make a fist, and this helps with understanding when we're curling the pelvis, we're bringing that back bolt down, the front bolt up, and then we're going to center the pelvis. So the front bolt and the back bolt are kind of sort of in line, but everyone's pelvises are different. So we're curling the pelvis, centering it, and now tilting the pelvis and centering it. So we're just getting a bit of movement in through the pelvis, which is the keystone of our body. It connects the upper and lower hemisphere. Nice, and then straighten those legs. All right, we're going to think about creating length into this girdle of strength now. So I want you to imagine, so just get a little bit of width in the feet. In ballet, it's called second position. In Pilates, it's second position. So a little bit of space in between the legs, and the feet are on a diagonal. We're going to reach the arms up, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to imagine that we're reaching for a high rope. And every time we're grabbing, we're growing taller, but we're not sinking back down. We're going to keep growing taller, using the breath, and start to engage through the core. One client of mine calls this milking a very large cow, a very tall cow. Reaching. One more. Keep that length, reach the arms up. And now press the arms through a solid as you bring them down by your side. Not hitting anything in between. Keeping that length through the girdle here, lovely. All right, keeping this nice wide stance. Draw the heels together, activating the inside legs. We call them activating our magnets, we're calling it. Arms up again, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Those inside legs are working. You're going to do a little side stretch. Exhale, come back up. Use the breath. Inhale. Imagine you're standing between two planes of glass. So we're not reaching forward or reaching back. We're lifting the spine up and out of anchored hips. One more each side. Last one. Nice work. Reach the arms out. Press down through solid. I keep hitting my bar. Reach the arms up. Exhale, press down through solid. And pressing down through solid, you can feel the difference. So I'm going to turn to the side because this chair is annoying me. Rotate the palms out and just lightly lower them down. And now reach the arms up and now press through a solid. And you feel such a difference in how we move. Right, One of my favorite pieces, place your hands onto a chair or countertop, walking the legs back so you're perpendicular to the floor, legs are straight, and the spine, the upper hemisphere, is parallel to the floor. Think about those foot centers, so the feet are hip width apart, a little softness in the knees, so bend the knees if you need to. This is probably already a deep stretch for many of us. It's a lovely stretch for me on the back line. All right, we're going to do those pelvic curls again, so it's just like a cat stretch. And then release it. So think about your sit bones. So your sit bones are pointing back like my finger's indicating. And now the sit bones are going to point down. And you're engaging that low ab to gather the bones. And then the sit bones point back. And again. All right, this time we're going to curl the pelvis to stay. And now rounding through the spine. So drop the head gently. Eyes are looking at your pelvis. And now we're going to breathe into the back of the ribs, not the front. And now exhale, deepen that contraction. Pressing out through the straw, pressing out through pursed lips is key to activating the core here. And again. And again. Not a lot is moving, but a lot is happening. One more time. Ooh, and then a full breath, release into a flat back. Nice. Keeping those sit bones pointing to the wall behind. Bend the knees and lengthen. So as we're bending, we're not bringing the whole pelvis and the spine with us. We're keeping this length. So we're getting a lovely stretch. Bend the knees, send those sit bones to the wall behind. It really feels like you're really sticking your tailbone out. That's it. 2 more. And keep remembering those foot centers. Nice. Very slowly to come back up because it's a deep stretch. Curl the pelvis under to roll the spine. Oh, all the way up tall. Nice work. All right. A little bit finish here, giving some space into the ribs. So thinking about that breath again. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. And then exhale, release them down. Nice. Place the hands on the ribs. Inhale to the ribs. So inhale to the side of the ribs. Exhale, grow tall. Inhale to one rib. And again. Inhale to the other side. Are your knees soft? Are foot centers connecting? Lovely. Reach the arms up. Exhale, press them down through solid. I'm going to move to side so it's not to hit the... Now as you grow, press to the solid, grow tall. Out and up. Forward and down. Forward and up. Out and down. Rotate the head to the side. And center. Other side. And center. Drop the chin, stretch the back of the neck. And center. Eyes up, stretch the throat. And center. Nice.